yes, we've all gone bananas. The GOP's MAGA bananas today. Oh yeah, the GOP's MAGA bananas today. Oh yeah, the GOP's MAGA bananas today.
Welcome once again to Two Dudes and a Broad Process. Once again, we have Grady and Angel.
Heyo!
Now, Grady, tell us where we are.
Well, you know, it's right before Halloween, and we managed to wiggle our way up here to the White House, where Trump is performing one of the worst Halloween tricks that I think we could have. He's tearing down the White House.
Oh, my goodness.
Or he's tearing down at least the East Wing, which he promised not to do. But, you know, as you can see, there's a lot of destruction going on. And, of course, we're having to sort of stay out of sight because we're not supposed to be here.
We're on the periphery.
Right.
Of the demolition.
Of the demolition and of his horrible Halloween trick on the country.
No, okay.
So, anyway, we're here to discuss. Angel, glad that you're here.
Well, thank you for having me. Again.
So, we've got a lot to talk about. So, where do we want to start? Angel, would you like to start?
Well, you know, he's got that new bathroom that he's got it all set up and sent, like, I don't know how many pictures through his Truth Social.
And it's a bathroom that he carries around with him, or what?
Well, you know, it's his big marble bathroom.
It's not. It's
you
not
haven't seen
not
it?
a marble bag that he keeps in his pants.
No.
Oh, okay.
So he made comments about, like, how the old bathroom that had been there since Lincoln, and, you know, that I don't know. He criticized it either way. It just was ridiculous. And so they renovated the bathroom. It's all marble with chandelier. And yeah, so there's a chandelier in the bathroom. And here's the funny part, I think, because in his pictures that he was showing, it showed, you know, the toilet. And then, so let's pretend I'm on the toilet. And then right here is the window. But what's crazy about having the window there, you're just like, okay, okay. But the window is really big, and it goes, I swear, it looks like it's down to the ass level. So it's like, is he gonna moon?
Oh,
I'm like, what is this? What is this? Who puts a toilet or a window that low where, you know, everybody's gonna, you know, well, A, if he's peeing, everybody's gonna see it. And B, if you're taking a shit, everybody's gonna see it. Yeah. It's just like you can't use the bathroom. It's just bizarre, and it's in the same, I guess, ballroom area.
Oh, it's in the East Wing.
I think so, or at least in the.
What do the glass in the window, is it magnifying? Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see much.
It looks like those normal same windows as the rest of the White House.
About his tiny penis that you wouldn't see anything anyway.
That might be okay.
Right. Well, gosh, with all this stuff going on with the White House, so he's got a new bathroom. Now he's knocking down the East Wing to do his ballroom. I had another clever comment I wanted to say about that. Why does he need a $300 million big ballroom? Because everybody knows he has tiny balls too, right? But anyway,
insert rim shot.
Right. I guess we've got some serious things to talk about too. That we've got a government shutdown, which is the longest shutdown, or is about to be. I guess it's still in October, but if we get into November, it'll be the longest shutdown ever.
It's been 35 days.
Wow, that's a lot. And of course, he's blaming the Democrats for shutting the government down.
Of course, because you know they're the ones in charge.
It's never right. It's never his fault. You know, his everything.
I think what's funny is because you know, in social media, everybody's like putting up like footage of him talking on Fox saying how, when there's a government shutdown, it all comes down to the president. They're the one in the head, blah, 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 blah. And this is like his second one, and this is the longest one. So I guess he has to have something long.
That's 2 dick jokes.
Yeah.
Put up a dick joke
No,
meter.
one was a ball joke.
Okay. We could combine them in dick and balls.
But anyway, I've just been learning that apparently our vice president is having sex with Charlie Kurtz's widow.
Oh my goodness.
Have y'all heard anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the rumor mill for the past couple weeks or so about them having an affair, and I think his wife's name is Usha or something like that. When I first heard of it just said that, J.D. Vance's wife is looking for a divorce. And I was like, oh. And then right after all these pictures came up of Vance and what's his name? Charlie Kirk's
wife,
widow.
Yeah.
Sort of embracing in what appears to be a very intimate and a little inappropriate. So yeah, that's how they do it in the big house, apparently.
I understand she gets a pretty nice check too each time she talks to one of these conservative groups.
Who's that?
The widow.
Oh yeah.
The blonde widow.
I think she's looking for another, mate that's in power and has money or something. Looking for an upgrade, I guess. It's pretty gross. And it's pretty gross because it comes from bitches calling themselves Christians.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, the hypocrisy is just this is how you know they believe in nothing.
Yeah. You got a special.
You just talk a lot of shit about Christians. It's kind of like Trump going off about, Nigeria, and we got to go in there and now invade because, they're getting all the Christians, and it's a mainly Muslim country to begin with. And on top of that, I don't think that what is going on there, that they're targeting anyone. It's an equal opportunity killing. So, it's typical war, and
It's not Christian persecution.
He doesn't give a fuck about Christians. Give me a break. He wants their money, and he wants their obedience. Yeah. I'd like to say their vote, but it's really obedience, because that bitch ain't gonna fucking try to leave. We're just stuck with that fucker until he just croaks.
You talking about Trump?
Yeah.
Well,
he's not gonna leave.
Or
at least he's not gonna. I mean, I thought the same thing last time too. I'm like, that bitch ain't gonna leave, and then he did that whole insurrection shit, and then it didn't work out, and he had no choice but to leave. But I'm pretty sure he'll again dry run. So he had the first dry run. He's gonna go for a second one. God only knows what that'll look like.
And what'll be interesting is if he doesn't leave, is he gonna have the army behind him? Because if he officially does not become president after whatever the inauguration date of the new president would be, whoever that might be, so he can't say he's acting in an official capacity when he, refuses to leave. So he could go straight from the White House to the jail if he has the power behind him. If he doesn't have the military behind him, there's no way he can enforce his.
Well, so how would that play out if I'm not going to leave?
Yeah.
But
what he's hoping is he can get the Supreme Court to say something like, well, it's an emergency situation, and
it doesn't matter. The military is not allowed to do that. The military is bound to the Constitution.
That's right. That's why they
and
would.
So
it would be a literal coup then. I mean, if the military,
it would be a literal coup.
They would go against
and the point is, the Constitution says the new president becomes the new president on Inauguration Day. You don't even have to have a fancy ceremony or anything. It's just click, you are. And so obviously there will be somebody who will claim to be the new president, or will have been elected the new president. Yeah. Hopefully it's not another Republican.
I guess that could be it too.
Well, if it is, maybe a more reasonable one anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to set my hopes up too fucking high.
Yeah.
That was just a big goddamn letdown. So I just want a reasonable human being in there who just actually gives a shit. I almost don't care about the fucking party because it's not like I have like such great hopes in ours or anything like that. It's always the same bullshit business everywhere. So what I would just like is somebody who understands the job and is there to do the job and understand that they're not the old powerful and mighty kind of fucking shit and know not to listen to dumbasses going around, you're the son of God or whatever the fuck they tell them. You're the Messiah. This is him. I'm like, oh.
And not to make as much money.
He did
as you
say he was the
possibly can.
one.
Yeah, he's
You
the
remember
one, and
that?
he's the only one.
The first one. No. When they all prayed on his shit, and he's just like, got himself to believe that he's the one.
Right. Speaking of power and the White House, that reminds me. I think that, especially with this ballroom thing, that he has turned the White House into a whorehouse.
You saw that Halloween party that he threw, right?
No. Yes, that was it. No, it's not Halloween yet. So.
Angel saw into the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me tell you what's going to happen in the future.
Oh, she's going to predict this.
The Halloween party he's planned.
So let me tell you.
Okay.
What the future is. The future is that the government stays shut down, that we have people from SNAP and everything that are relying to feed their families, themselves, and kids and whatnot. And this also, government shutdown means that employees that work for the government also don't have an income coming in, which means they're kind of like sort of strapped and all this stuff. Meanwhile, while our people are going hungry, that little bitch will throw himself a Great Gatsby sort of party along with dancers and bands and a pole dancer of some sort on a martini, inside a martini glass, sitting there doing her dance right in the front. So when you walk in, you just wait. You just wait. So, and what a bitch move to do something like that. That will be at Mar-a-Lago because,
God, horrible. Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be around the construction and have all of those.
That would be distracting.
That was too distracting. He needs it to be pretty and as gaudy and tacky as.
Well, he is a traveling suitcase of tacky, as we mentioned before.
Suitcase of tacky.
Right. But let's go back to the whorehouse thing because.
Is this Epstein Island?
No, this is the White House. And you wouldn't even have to pay a lot for signage because if you take the word White House, all you have to do is take the it out of it and put an us in there.
An O-R-E.
And or. You put an or in there.
Yeah.
So make it whorehouse. And let me tell you why it should be named that. And he likes to let people know, he should be given prizes and presents.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he gives anybody sexual favors. Nobody would pay him for that. But
he can't get it up. We already know that.
Right. So sex is out of this. I'm not talking about that.
I hear Melania's like so happy about it.
Right. I don't think.
She's like, oh, good. I don't have to hang around anymore. I don't have to worry.
I've heard a rumor that she's not even the father of the. He's not even the father of her son. But that's again. But I keep coming back to this whorehouse theme. I want to show you that it would be real easy to say this is the whorehouse, and just being truthful. Because if you are the president of a big corporation and you want a tax break, you go to the White House with a big present, maybe pay Trump or his family $1 million, and that's what it is. He gives political and financial favors to those who impress him more with praise and
doesn't that make him the whore?
That's what I'm saying. The White House is a whorehouse with a big fat whore in it that you wouldn't.
There's a hoe in this house. There's a hoe in this house.
So, but if you want to be candid about it, everything could be, all the printing about the White House could be changed, and it's only those 2 letters in the name, so you wouldn't have a lot of signage problems or a lot of things like that, and then he'd be truthful.
Yeah.
He would even admit it proudly. And
I don't know. I think if he was honest, he would catch on fire.
What liars are supposed to catch on fire, right?
Their pants, at least. At least their pants are known to catch on fire.
Well, I wonder if you could give him $1 million and say, "Would you light your pants on fire?"
Sure,
He'd go in flames with that shit pants he's got.
Oh God. Well, I think I've run the whorehouse thing into the ground, but I thought that was very clever. That when you think about it, anybody who ever gets anything from Trump, gives $1 million to the ballroom, gives $1 million to his library.
He's in a place where money is just kind of an illusion. He doesn't need it. Like that kind of like power and wealth. There is nothing that you really need to buy that someone won't give you. So I don't understand the point then of why go through this. I mean, other than you're bored and you have nothing better to do. So I'm going to act like King Louis and build myself my own Versailles.
Yeah. Well, I think that's his need like that are endless. He has to be number one in terms of praise.
Trying to make some kind of legacy.
Yeah.
Because, but having it, and I didn't think about this till now, but building that side of the building, because he did say, there was also the rumor that he wanted to name it after himself, which would not be a surprise.
The Trump ballroom, right?
However, regardless of whether he would name it after himself, in history, it will still be, President Trump built this ballroom. So it makes him infamous, I guess, in that sense. And which is crazy because, the minute you become any kind of like leader in that position, you're already in history. Yeah. So why do you need, I don't even understand, because your fucking ass is dead. So it's not like you can enjoy that. It's like,
I don't know.
It's like, what do you,
and
I don't get it.
There's a thing about these Bitcoins or whatever that somebody created or Trump created.
His cryptocurrency shit
with Middle East, Saudis are buying him by the millions and is creating $1 billion of value, which he paid nothing for. Yeah. I have one other point. Okay. The argument of to whether the tariffs are legal is now going on and are now about to go on before the Supreme Court. Right. And that will be interesting to see how they come down on it. The law says clearly he does not have that power unless it's granted to him by Congress. And his lawyers are planning to argue that this is not, the tariffs aren't a tariff or a tax. They're just a device to regulate commerce.
Who's arguing that?
His lawyers that are saying that tariffs are legal because they're not tariffs. They're devices to regulate commerce.
The minute you called them tariffs, they became tariffs.
Yeah, right.
You verbalized it, so here's the way it goes. Like you verbalized it, so you made it just that. It doesn't fucking matter whether you were kidding or not. And not only did you verbalize it, but you said you love tariffs. So you said tariffs 1,000 fucking times, so it's a fucking tariff. Right. And don't tell all the other countries that it's not a tariff because they just see tariff.
Yeah. Well, it is a tariff.
Because it is a tariff.
That will bring up something which I hope occurs. There's some elections coming up that, the Democrats may win, or if they do, it would indicate that people are fed up with Trump. So what do y'all think will be the outcome? You've got elections in Georgia, you've got Jersey, you've got New York, you've got a certified communist, according to Trump, running.
I think we should ask the 8-ball.
Let's do.
Yes, the 8-ball, Grady.
Okay. If we work hard supporting the Democrats,
he's gonna will it. He's gonna will it. Bitch, I said, tell me yes.
My question was, if we work hard to support Democrats, will they win? And the 8-ball says, don't count on it.
Oh, jeez, you can't even will it. You can't even will it to stuff that probably may have happened.
Yeah, well, let's hope it will.
Yeah, let's hope it will.
I'll just make one predicament, which is hope, which is kind of my faith, is that Trump has become so outrageous, so illegal, and so in your face that I think ultimately he's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that even the MAGA people will want to throw him out eventually. But
well, jokes aside, I think that because the man doesn't care about anybody but himself, and he doesn't care about his followers or anything like that. So in his mind, all he wants is their money, buy my shit, support my shit, get my hat made in China, all this other stuff. It's all he cares about. He would never hang out with them. He would never be friends with them. He doesn't give a shit about them. And at some point, when they start hurting, that's when the tides turn on him. Because there is all the talk in the world is never going to save you if I've got no food on my plate. But eventually, it's going to affect everybody. Everybody except for the bitches who will be in that ballroom sipping their stupid Trump champagne that was crap and wasn't even made in goddamn fucking France. Or, that is all he cares about.
it may be leftover Trump champagne from the time he was trying to sell champagne, which was probably 30 years ago. It's Trump
along
champagne.
with those steaks.
Yeah, Trump steaks.
Remember those Trump
champagne.
steaks?
Yeah.
And the college.
Maybe they can serve leftover Trump steak at the ballroom.
Tea.
Well, I think let's all go around and give our final comments.
Final comments?
Right.
I don't want nothing to do with these people, and I keep them out of my life as much as possible.
When you say these people,
anything that is ugly and disgusting and horrible, and there has never been a person who's been talked about more than this person ever, and I think it's horrible, and I try to keep it out of my mind as much as possible.
Well, that's a fair opinion.
I will quote Nipsey Russell. Fuck Donald Trump.
Wait a minute. Really? Did Nipsey Russell? What?
The rapper.
Is Nipsey Russell still alive?
Well,
Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, that sounds like a rapper.
That would have gave it away. I think that he's a rapper. So, Grady, what's your final word?
My final word is that I hope we survive the next 3 years.
Yeah.
As a country, as a people, as a society that believes in democracy and liberty, and doesn't believe that Trump is some gift from heaven,
right?
That we all need to support, and I believe that's coming true even as we talk right now. That the MAGA crowd is beginning to unravel.
Right.
Yeah, I think with them hating the whole woke this, woke that, but I really do hope that people wake up.
Well, here's hoping they do. Join us next time on Two Dudes and Abroad. This is Grady. This is Angel.
I'm Angel.
And I'm Matt. And we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Today, oh yeah, the GOP's MAGA bananas. Today.